My first experience with domestic violence was when I was in elementary school. My sister's classmate's mother was murdered, and she was such a vibrant lady, and her murder devastated me. I thought of her as a mother bird because she loved her children and her children loved her. And when they saw her, they would run up to her and give her hugs and kisses, and she would reach down to give them hugs and kisses. She always had a smile on her face. She had a black shiny ponytail that went from side to side when she walked. Beautiful, beautiful person. I never knew that she was going through domestic violence. As I stated, my sister and I were in elementary school. So one Saturday morning when we were told that she was murdered by her husband, I kept thinking, he took her away from her children. He took her away from her children. I thought, how will the children go on? How will the baby birds make it without the mother bird? But they did, and our community came together, and we all made it. They will never forget her, and I will never forget her either. And it is because of her and others who have lost their lives at the hands of abusers that I volunteer. I am a survivor of childhood sexual abuse, childhood bullying, and domestic violence in a marriage. When I was abused as a child, I had to keep it a secret from my family because I knew that if my dad found out, that the consequences would be pretty bad. So I kept it from my dad. I kept it from my family. And then in school I was bullied a lot because I didn't fit in. And then when I was married, he never hit me, but it was violence in the home. He would throw things. He would punch walls. I baked a cake once and he threw it down the sink. He kicked our door in once because I had locked him out, but he never hit me, and I never thought that he would. But I went to visit his mother once, and then he raised his hand to hit me, and he was running up the steps, and I pushed him back, and he tumbled down the steps, and that's when I knew that the marriage was over, because my parents taught me never let anyone hit you. If someone hits you, to walk away. I know everyone can't do that, but I had a strong background on what to do if you're ever hit in a situation. Because I'm not a punching bag, I don't deserve that, and no one does deserve that. So we did separate, and I never looked back. I didn't like being in that relationship because there was always conflict, there was always yelling. I never knew what would set him off, and it just wasn't good for me. So that was over 30 years ago. I'm glad to have been out of that relationship, but I do volunteer on behalf of women who don't think that they can get out. I really enjoy being here and being part of a team that invests in people. I believe that when we know better, we will do better. And in our public awareness campaign, we try to educate the public on the needs of women. I am really fortunate to have found this shelter when I moved back to Pittsburgh in 2009. I believe that it is a safe haven for women and children. I believe that domestic violence, intimate partner abuse, and bullying go hand in hand, because when you bully and you don't have any negative consequences, then you believe that it's okay to mistreat people in all relationships. I believe this problem is epidemic. I believe that something must be done, and I'm glad that Women's Center and Shelter is here. I want others to get strength from my story, and we do get strength from each other. And so I will continue to be a volunteer here. I will continue to speak out because it is epidemic. It is a human rights violation, and it is a crime.